Hey everybody, Neil here from Post to Post. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And this one, we've got to reach back into the archives a little bit, in the submission archives, because a designer in the community submitted some PWHL jersey concepts. I've been sitting on these actually for over a year, so apologies to the designer Callisto Designs, I think it is, Callisto Creations, apologies. But they've submitted these, I think even maybe before the PWHL teams were created. I think it was like March of last year. So it's been over a year. So I apologize to the designer. I'm sitting on some like non-hockey concepts and jerseys and logos and all kinds of stuff. So we'll see those over the next couple of weeks in the summer. Of course, the channel doesn't stop when the NHL playoffs are over. We continue. So we're always talking hockey here. And I thought we'd dive into these. Now, I just see the file name, or the folder name, PWHL Jersey Concepts. However, I do see, so let me count, 18 items, and there isn't 18 teams in the league. So, and the file names have multiple per team, so let's bring it up and see what Callisto has going for us. Let's bring up the first one here. Okay, file name's Boston 1, and okay, here we go. This is, I guess, just the logos. It says Jersey Concepts on the folder, but maybe there's some visual preamble here. We've got some logos. The Boston Revolution. So yes, I think these were submitted before the team names actually came out. So that's why this isn't the exact name as what was chosen or what we got for the team. So this is actually going to be really interesting to see the vision of this designer here and to see what they went with. So we got the colors of the green and the silver. I like that a lot, and the white in there as well. And then the Revolution is the name. I think that is really cool. Big fan of that. And the logo is actually really well done with the hat and the hair kind of flowing out. The hockey sticks in there, so you've got the sport represented. And the one on the bottom, it looks a little bit like is it Rockstar energy drink? Or there's, maybe not that, but there's another logo that's an R with a backwards R. So I'm not sure about that one, but I do like the primary logo. I assume the next one's the jerseys. Yeah, next one is the jerseys. So we have a dark one here. And I mean, it's a pretty simple jersey design, and it doesn't really need to be anything more than that, especially because it's Boston, very old city, and the team name, Revolution. It would be weird, like that's a very traditional, like Civil War kind of thing, thematic or whatever. So it'd be weird if it was super, modern, stripes all everywhere and stuff. So I think the decision here by the designer to have just some simple striping is the right decision. So good job on this one. I like it so far. Okay, so the white version of this also looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit color light on the arms. By color light, I mean not heavy. So maybe we could add a little bit more color in here. Instead of the pinstriped green on the sleeve, maybe have that whole thing be green just to add a little bit more life to the jersey. Right now, it's approaching practice jersey a little bit. There's not a lot going on. But yeah, it's a nice branding overall. I like it. Next team. Oh, the Blizzard. Okay, so this is Minnesota. I like the colors. The colors are excellent. I don't mind the M in the background, the snowflake up top. But you've got one slate of text coming down at a specific angle, and then you have the Blizzard, which is another slate of graphic or imagery on top, but that's at a different angle. That's probably okay if it's an object like a stick or something, but when you have two planes or slates of text, and one's at a slightly different angle, it's just a little bit awkward for the brain. So from a design perspective, I would likely not add that little bit of backwards tilt to it and just have it at the same kind of perspective as the M in the background. That's really nitpicky design stuff, but let's continue to see what the jerseys look like. Yeah, okay. From a distance, honestly, what it looks like, now we've seen the logo up close, but from a distance on this jersey, you see the M. At the top of the M, in the previous slide, it was a snowflake and whatever. But what I see right now is the front of a plane, a propeller plane. So that is awkward imagery from afar, because that's not what it is. But maybe that's cool at the same time. Maybe you think it's a plane this entire time, and then you get closer and you're like, oh, that's actually not a plane at all. It's a bit of a snowflake. So that's not really a bad thing. Just something to note. This was the first thing I noticed, honestly. I love the colors. I really like the colors at the bottom of the sleeves. You just get a lot of white and a lot of black, and that fills in that same space in the middle of the jersey. So although it's black and white and it's not color, but it still is. So there you go, and that's good. Okay, the white. Yes, like this a lot, actually. Like the decision to have black still at the bottom, quite a bit at the bottom of the middle and in the sleeve. Very good. And the neck is, you want that little bit of color up there just to balance too, so it's good. The next one, okay. So this is the Montreal Sirens. This is super good. I really, really like this. The maroon might be a little bit too much maroon. We might need just a little bit of lightness back in the specific tone. It might be a little bit too dark. I have to wait to see the jersey. But I love the design. It is so, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess what I'm trying to say is it really represents the feminine aspect of the sport. It's a women's hockey league. So to have that in there and being displayed as, it's like half beauty, half warrior a little bit, because it's like the stick is there. It's almost like going to battle, but like looking good while you do it kind of thing. So it's really, it's a cool kind of yin and yang thing happening here, and it's a well designed logo, very good colors. Like I said, might want to see that maroon bump up a little bit. And the secondary logo is so good. And that's kind of like, that's the warrior kind of aspect of it, where you've got that, like a siren is, I don't know the specific lore, but I think it's a woman of the sea. I almost said woman of the night. I think that's a different thing. The woman of the sea who lures in sailors and stuff, kind of like a mermaid a little bit, but with maybe more evil intentions. And I think that's the lore, but please correct me if I'm wrong down below in the comment section. So to see like the beauty aspect of the primary logo, kind of luring it in the secondary logo, that's like that true siren, that almost demon kind of aggressive creature. So wonderful secondary logo, really good branding here. Okay, so this is what I really wanted to see. I wanted to see if that logo blended in too much with the background. It looks better than I thought it was going to, and I also like the gray on the shoulders there. So I think it's actually pretty good. We might want to add just maybe a little bit of gray at the bottom of the jersey just to balance with the sleeves, but maybe not. I'd have to see the whole uniform to completely tell. But yeah, I really like this whole branding overall. It's really good. And the white jersey, I think that's off-white because there's more white in the background. So I think off-white was a good choice. It's Montreal, again, an old city, kind of like Boston, so I'm okay for sure with off-white. Okay, next, the New York Supreme. Well, that logo is pretty basic. It looks like something that you'd see on a restaurant, like a restaurant sign or something, or like a title of a movie or something. So not really a lot to say here. It's okay. Okay. Ooh, I like the colors. The colors are very nice. The teal complements nicely with the blue and the white. Yeah, that's pretty good. Don't love the logo though. I think the logo is too much of an angle, and I think you could do a lot more. I don't love the name either. I guess Supreme. I guess I haven't really been talking too much about the names. I do like the Siren, and what was the one before that? Blizzard. That's okay. And then Revolution was a good name, but Supreme. I think you've kind of lost me a little bit with Supreme. Let's take a look at the white jersey. That's good. I like the design. I like the colors. Yeah, just not a fan of the logo and the name. Okay, next. Ooh. Ottawa Majesty with a bit of a hockey aspect in there up for the J to make it an L, or not an L, to make it a hockey stick. Yeah, it's good. And I like the logo too. I will say there's quite a bit of empty space behind, it's been a long day, below the E, the S, the T, because of the way that the font's done. The casing is to match the A on the other side of the hockey stick, or the J, but you get that negative space on the right because the stick comes out the other way. I guess it's this way when you're looking at it. So I don't know if you put a puck in there or some kind of more of that kind of maple leaf filigree veins that's happening in the background or something. It just feels like there's empty space in there. So I'd probably fill that in somehow. Okay, moving on to the jersey. Beautiful, actually. I really like that. That logo looks so good on the jersey, because if you chose black, it would blend in too much because there's so much black in the logo. But it really pops off the red, so I think that was the perfect choice by this designer to use red as the primary color and have that. Like that looks so good on that jersey. Really, really good. Big fan of that one. And the white version also looks pretty good. That really complements the black in the shoulders. It just based on the color weight from black here is really good. So excellent branding for this one. Really like it a lot, and the name is really good. Okay, next, the Toronto Ice Queens. Okay, I think you could probably work with that. It's a little bit LA Kings with the crown, but it is applicable to the name. You get the CN Tower back there that does kind of look like the top of the crown a little bit. It's a pretty cool font. The colors are right, so let's give it a chance. Okay, that does look pretty good. That does look very good, actually. I like that quite a bit. I think that would be a very well received jersey. I don't know about the name. The name is throwing me off just a little bit, but I do like the logo. It almost has a bit of a maple leaf aspect to it with the the top of the crown kind of jetting out, and then the CN Tower making the top of the leaf. Maybe a little a nod to the Toronto Maple Leafs, but and colors wise too. Let's go to see the white one. That one's pretty nice. That logo really pops off that because of the white in the background, a nice contrast. So yeah, I'm really not disappointed with any of these. I think the Supreme one, although I didn't like the name, I didn't really like the logo, still a nice jersey, still really nice colors. I don't want to be biased because I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan. I know I'm wearing Calgary. Okay, if you're new, I switch up the jersey for every video. You can see lots of jerseys in the background. Talk about all the teams. Montreal's Canadiens are my favorite team, and I don't want to sound biased here by choosing the Sirens as my favorite, but I think very fairly, the Sirens, or this design by Callisto, is a wonderful brand, both from a logo standpoint, a color standpoint, a jersey design, and that secondary logo. If we can just pop back to that graphic. Just the whole theme or idea behind the team and what it kind of represents and showcases here through its visuals. It's really good, like super, super good. I think overall, this designer actually did a better job than the current league did with their team names and logos. I'm just trying to think of all the designs now, actually. I don't want to speak too soon. The Montreal one is very good. There's some other very good ones as well, so I would say this person, he or she, has done as good as the actual league. So really cool process to go through for me. I like reacting to things that I've not seen before, and I really appreciate designers sending in their work. If this does interest you, go down to the description, and there's a video that's linked to show you how to submit something to the channel. Would love to see your work if it's hockey related or other sports related. It doesn't have to be jerseys, could be anything sport related. Details on that down below in the description, and let me know down below in the comment section what was your favorite hypothetical team from the PWHL that this designer did. I would love to hear your comments down below. So yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. We'll talk to you very soon. Adios.